Well, hello. This is about my millionth time trying to record this, so I hope this one that works out. I'm not in character or anything, and even if I was in character, it would be oh 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 it would be a different character because I'm obviously not lucky right now. So it has been genuinely a very long time since I recorded any new footage for videos. I'm excited to get back into video making, but in the meantime, in this long break I've had, it's been a few months. I needed a break for story reasons and for personal reasons, and just to ruminate, experiment a little bit, and yeah, I definitely have had a lot of personal stuff going on, and so it's been and some good new developments too. So it's just been a time to it took a long time to edit videos. It took a long time to reflect and be like, what do I want to do? And honestly, I'm going to be very busy in the next couple months, so I'm trying to enjoy this time, trying to see what I can make in the meantime. So obviously, I'm not lucky. In the meantime, I made a new sort of character. Her name is Avia, or Avie for short, like Avia, nickname Avie, and they are an android. And this is a relevant building, so this is not something that Lucky made. Lucky is still, as a character, not back on the server, even though I do, pop in to goof around. That's sort of why I made a second skin, so I could be on without, having those character implications or thinking too hard about that. So a lot of times I'm kind of like in a different character or just explicitly out of character. I keep being under this tree. Okay, I literally just wanted to do some lore dumping and a bit of a Q&A, because a while ago I asked if people had questions, and I want to finally get around to answer them. But the rest of this video after that is going to be actually some footage I recorded while being Avie. So it's, not going to be lucky footage, but it's also, I do want to say, it's going to be relevant. You can ignore them as a character if you want to, but in my head, they are relevant to Lucky, because they are still connected to luckyrabbitclaws, and we are kind of doing a thing where, like a lot of people in the server are doing a thing where, different characters who are connected to the same usernames are, intrinsically connected, and there's different interpretations for how they are. But I generally think that whether or not Lucky and Avie are aware of it, they are tied in some fashion. And so that's why I think it is kind of fun to mess around with a different character and stuff. And I think I will certainly continue to do Avie things, and I will explain why. But I'm going to ramble a little bit about Avie and what lore I was thinking up. You can, let me see if I can do a timestamp so you can skip to a different part if you don't want to hear that. But I love chatting about this, so I am probably going to keep chatting. So I really like android characters in general, but what got me here was a lot of the lovely Catboy Milo's lore. So this was a trial chamber. It is a trial chamber still. But as you can see, it has been stripped of copper. The robot and I, out of character, when we wanted to get him a mace, we just went around to a bunch of different trial chambers, and this one was really frustrating because someone stripped it of most of its copper, and it was really hard to navigate. But, it got me thinking, since Milo has this whole thing with trial chambers being alive, what if something were actually alive in the trial chamber? Or what if something were alive, but kind of hidden or sleeping? And so I thought about the idea of this trial chamber robot made of copper. Sort of has a more of an aged copper vibe. But I like to think, because of what trial chambers are, these mysterious I don't know, these strange trial chambers. They're just fascinating, and they're kind of hidden underground. I like to think that if there was sort of like a living manifestation of a trial chamber, that thing would not be entirely finished, or made very well, or anything like that. So, and part of this is also, I wanted to sort of represent the damage that Milo had done to the trial chamber that Avia came from. So that chamber that I just showed you, I think I'm going to, off camera, because I don't want to make more Avia episodes than I have to, do a bit of loring, perhaps, and maybe make like the little chamber in the chamber that Avia came from. It's very fascinating because initially they were just a character for, oh, I should show you the radio tower. So I think I actually did go here during one video, I can't remember, but this is the radio tower made for House of Live readings. So Moon has, I don't know, just a fascinating commitment here, but Moon has decided to try to read the book House of Leaves in audiobook form in a group call. And, oh god, one in here too. There's a whole thing with the snow golems. I'm gonna leave that. So this is the recording studio, the radio tower, and there's one in here. Basically, it's just a little spot to sit and then you read the book. So it started as, do you wanna go back in your room? I don't. Okay. It started as Moon reading House of Leaves. Honestly, it's taking a break from that book. And then now, Ballad reads Dracula, and has been for a while, and I recently started reading Frankenstein, which is one of my favorite books of all time, so we're in a big gothic lit thing right now, I guess. Basically, it's an excuse to do a book club. But then we all made separate skins for it, and Avia was initially a character just to read Frankenstein. But I made the mistake of wanting to do lore because I can't resist it. Oh, I need to move some of this stuff. So this was Avia's initial settlement. This was going to be a big house, maybe a tower sort of thing. A lot of prismarine and copper. This was just me trying to experiment with the style. And yeah, she happened to meet a couple people and started loring. So Urban was sort of their first friend, and then they put a donation box in the Nether, and Mr. Catboy Milo donated a lot of copper to that, so I would not have nearly as much copper as I've been able to work with if it were not for Milo. And also, as a side note, I think that's a fascinating building, but Moon apparently wants to like tear down the radio tower and move it somewhere else because he doesn't like the landscape, which is crazy. I mean, look at this. I love it. I love it. Whatever. I'm not particularly attached to that building at this point anyway, because what's in Hivetown is my baby. So in terms of things I'm working with Avia, they are an android and fairly knowledgeable. They tend to speak a bit breathier and perhaps consider their words a little more, talk a bit slower. It's not very consistent, it's not a perfect formula, but that's just a pattern I've noticed. But since they are kind of slightly damaged, unfinished, this is what I wanted to say earlier, but they don't have any real good use of the left side of their bodies, particularly the arm. It's a slightly different coloration. I don't know if you can see that. I did just do that for the aesthetics, but it kind of fits the character now that I, actually developed her. And not only, physically, but they kind of try to keep the idea that they are a well-developed, calculating machine, and that machine, because it's not programmed very well, makes a lot of errors. but they do happen to know some things and feel a lot for people who are suffering. after meeting Urban, after discussing with Urban, and actually meeting Knight and Aerie too, they sort of decided to build an urgent care center slash hospital slash therapy office in Hivetown. And this is my baby. I think it is such a funky looking building. It looks like a copper golem. It looks like a copper snowman golem. And not only that, but I have to, clean up some, obviously, and develop this more. So I'm going to put a little sign on the mailbox. This is where we can take mail and appointment requests. So Avie is not going to be around very much, obviously. I'm going to transition back to making Lucky my primary character once he comes back. And this is going to be so we can, set up schedule times, because Avie is going to offer therapy and may appear in some people's videos if I have follow through with that. So this is the main waiting room. Just very strangely decorated, in my opinion. Not the typical idea of what a hospital looks like, but I greatly enjoy it. The back area, I need to fill this with potion supplies. The idea is there's going to be, a lot of potions, a lot of ingredients, brewing and stuff like that. So just leftover building supplies. She has a very tiny bedroom. Not much that you need. Plug on the wall. LBRN, this is for the radio. Mini storage room that's actually very ugly and not really important. Doesn't matter. Here's the service way. There's also a bubble elevator. Whoop. Let's go to the bubble elevator. I hate that ladder. So here is the exam room slash therapy office. Little bed over here. I need to put some medical supplies here. As you can see, I'm not entirely finished. I just kind of got I'm trying to stave off building burnout and not worry too much. And I also asked some people for help. But yes, here's where therapy will be conducted. We need some fancy books. I need a hang in there cat poster. That'd be really funny. It's just looking very fun. I think it's a good reflection of Avie as a character. Whoop! A little wacky. A little, trying to be something that it doesn't look like it's actually made for. But actually pretty serviceable. But that, I'm gonna roll with, Avie doesn't necessarily always know what she's talking about. Or thinks that they do, but does not really give great advice. Another little thing, I made sort of a transit tunnel. Once these animals are moved, it'll be a neater path over here. Honeycomb and pumpkins. A very strange combination, but, fitting for Hivetown. And what a view. Anyway, I have a few questions to answer, because that was the other part of this video. I wanted to do a bit of a Q&A. Okay, first question is from Emmy. My beautiful friend Emmy. Hello. Is there anyone Lucky feels like he likes or enjoys the company of in an uncomplicated way? Like someone he feels he doesn't need to stay alert or be quote-unquote useful for? Perhaps this is clear already, but I like to hear when Lucky is having a gentle brain time of it. So I'm going to try not to ramble too much, but part of why Lucky is important to me is probably because he is loved, but he is going to be loved more, and he deserves that. But he is also very severely mentally ill, and also physically disabled. He has a lot of disabilities of varying forms, and that's important to me. So when saying anyone he feels like he likes or enjoys the company of in an uncomplicated way, it's more like he will overanalyze his presence around people. And I think that is always going to be a present insecurity. It's always going to be complicated with people because of how his brain works. Just because he has attachment issues and just because he has these problems, that doesn't erase, the good parts. I don't think it should, erase the fact that, for instance, he, loves being around Royal. I actually think Royal may be the answer to that one. Even there, he has not exactly been the best friend to Royal. And I think they're gonna need, a lot of work and a lot of help in a lot of chatter, and there's also potential for them to get worse if we wanted to go that route. I forgot there was a hole under here. So when you're asking if there's someone who he won't feel the need to be useful for, I think that especially, that's just not going to happen. That's just realistically not going to happen with how he is right now. Even with his, you know, like, creation talk, and even with, like, coming in with an innate goal of having fun and healing, he is sort of always going to feel the need to prove his worth and prove himself. Which begs the question of, hey, why is he like that? But I think actually the next question can bring me to that answer, so I don't know if I fully answered the question. There's a lot of people who I think Lucky has potential with. Let me say that. I think he has potential with... Oh god. I could just, like, I literally think that, like, everyone he has potential with. I think currently maybe the people who, like, could most easily access and convince him to, like, rethink things is Royal. Weirdly enough, a good talk with Monarch could be very interesting. I don't know if that'll happen. Urban, Milo, and Moon, but I do think he has some growing to do before really developing those. Does this make sense? A lot of people. Keys is a very, very complicated. I think with Dave specifically... Ooh, I need to get that. I think with Dave specifically, it's a little rough because Lucky sees that Gallade is treated like Keys' son and treated like Dave's son, and that's conjuring some interesting feelings. Lucky thinks that's sort of like inherently demeaning, basically, but it's also that Gallade has support needs, and from this rabbit's perspective, Gallade is getting support needs, getting some needs met, but Lucky also has support needs, and those aren't being met. But it's also because he has this tendency to isolate and to lash out both at himself and maybe increasingly at other people. So Lucky doesn't want to be like Gallade. Lucky doesn't want to, you know, like, have that like familial relationship, especially because I find that character-wise, for me, that can be very stifling, so I'm not going to do that. And also because, you know, Lucky wants to feel like an equal in relationships. It's something that he really desires a lot, and I think would help him heal a lot. So that's kind of some stuff I'm working with. I realize I'm just rambling about character notes. This is always going through my head, like, every time I log on, and I'm like, okay, I gotta be in character. How does he feel about this person? It's a little less rigorous, it's a little more natural. Comes pretty easily to me, actually. This is the first time, like, I'm kind of, like, doing long-term roleplay. This has never been, like, a thing that I've done, so it's kind of fun. Sorry, I said that I would transition to the next question, and I didn't. So here's the next question. Kai's Storytelling asks, I guess the only thing I'd want to know a little more about would be the mother Lucky always talks about. I don't know if that would spoil anything. Well, we are long past spoilers, obviously. Let's see, the mother. So when I was talking about the source of Lucky's issues and, like, why he has attachment issues and stuff, let me clarify something. Decisions that I make in the moment, I force myself to stick with them. There's a bit of a gray area with that because sometimes I cut stuff out and I just go, well, if it's not in a video, it didn't happen. But this was in a video too much, or this was, like, too embedded in the video for me to remove, where Lucky, you know, referred to something that something that was talking to him as the mother. And the mother is the void. And the void is sort of a representation of loneliness, but also of the creator, of me, guy behind the screen as a person. But also, I was thinking, you know, in the same breath, there is another layer to it, because I think creators and creations, they have a sort of parental relationship. So I was trying to extend that see, Mortimer's okay. Yay! Hi, buddy. I was sort of trying to extend that parental relationship. It's a sort of parental abusive relationship that I was trying to get at, and I think it's okay that I left that a little underdeveloped and a little ambiguous, because the void is, partially like its own thing. It's partially like an actual voice to mental illness and to certain problems that it would just take too long for me to ramble about right now. Sort of the basic idea of Lucky stuff. I had this very short-lived single-player series. I wanted to revive it. It's not happening. It's just not happening. I just was not excited by it, even though it did spark a new interest in Minecraft. It did kind of get me going again. I just was not super pumped about it, and it's because I didn't have people to share that joy with, really. And that's what an SMP really provides for me. And that collaborative effort. That I love storytelling. I love fucking around with writing things. I love improvisational things, and that's what really gripped me. And I also love being able to build stuff, but resource collecting is always a bottleneck, and just knowing how game mechanics work is a bottleneck. So the sort of help that is offered in this server is really, really invaluable. So that's what's kept me going. This single player world, I completely just let it die. And in my head, that's a different version of Lucky, who was also called something different. And he died, and that was his life, and he died. He was a plaything, and I just let him, fade out of existence. And then when I played Ephemeral, that was sort of a revival, but that was a very fucked up world, and I think because Ephemeral was like how he lived again, because that was sort of a fucked up server, it made him a little fucked up, and in the process, Void talking to him and all of those things, psychosis. I don't know if you could call Lucky stuff psychosis. It's all up to interpretation, I suppose, but there's a lot of things that, are very real experiences that people have, that you could interpret Lucky stuff with, and I think that was really fun to do. So, I'm so sorry. The mother Lucky mentions is, it's a parent. He started kind of thinking of the void. The void in Ephemeral basically revived him, in a way, gave him a new life, and so he started, being aware of that and being grateful for that, and thinking of this void as a parent, which in turn kind of created definitely like an abusive power dynamic. I don't know if this makes sense entirely. Oh, look at that detail. Cool. This is Sakori's disc shop. This is incredible, honestly. Large sleeves. I wonder who that is. Sounds like a weirdo. Hi, Urban. Large Sleeves asks, will Lucky return in Avengers 12? We never know. Actual question. Why has Lucky gravitated to living / having his stuff at Hivetown? In my head, I am comparing it to the farmhouse, which is made to be peaceful, quiet, and comforting, as opposed to Hivetown that is anything goes and sort of mutual aid collective anarchism with no actual rules. There are more people at Hivetown regularly than at the farmhouse. TLDR, why does the bunny, the Benoi, that's scared of many sounds and people, live at one of the more chaos-oriented places? Is it the people that do / don't live there? XOXO. XOXO. Well, because you mentioned the farmhouse, let's go there real fast. So, I was mentioning Dave and Gallade earlier. The rest of Six's system and also Mackenzie is included in this. The farmhouse is set up as a family unit. And that's like a really, really major thing. Even though the family thing is more of a loose dynamic, I don't think that's something that Lucky wants, because I don't think it would be useful to him to put his relationships with people in those specific terms. That's the best way I can try to explain it. Having someone try to be a parental figure to him would be mortifying. That would be embarrassing and demeaning and all that stuff. It's not what he needs. I think he desperately needs things like close friendships that also give him, like, acknowledge his autonomy and independence and creativity. I think he needs things that don't have, like, any sort of expectation, whether that expectation is real or imagined on his part or not. Yeah, he needs things without distinct labels. He needs that independence and autonomy. And I don't think that he perceives Dave as really giving Gallade independence, so I think there's precedent for that being like a worry on his part, and maybe a hesitation for like how the Lucky Keys dynamic goes. There's also the simple matter of, I mean, the farmhouse is a thing in itself. We have this giant wheat field here. He has a very specific structured style going on here. We have these fields, we have the chickens, obviously, a bunch of other things, but also the farmhouse is, you know, the farmhouse. The thing about Hivetown is that it's an eclectic arrangement of different styles. And there is, I mean, as you can see, the farmhouse has grown quite a bit. There's a lot of space to expand there. But it's less, to me, like, personally, it's less creatively inviting. Which is also, like, I think it accomplishes what it is very well. But in turn, that, like, makes me want to criticize the sort of, like, pseudo-nuclear family going on, if this makes any sense at all. It's really just that nature-y things appeal to me quite a bit, and that's what a lot of Hivetown has going on. It's also the sort of, it invites a little more, how do I say this, less boxy shapes, which is stuff that I obviously like experimenting with. Like, here, this sort of thing, this would not fit around the farmhouse. And even the Lucky builds, in which I'm kind of trying to pinpoint more of a Lucky Rabbit-y style. Even the Lucky builds, they would not fit around the farmhouse. And also, yes, it is sort of the people that are around. It is that it's a community hub, because Urban, I'm talking directly to you. I think you have made something incredible. I think Hivetown is, like, genuinely one of my favorite things I have ever seen made in Minecraft. It has so much space for, like, different creative interpretations. It has so much. What I've been really enjoying is fantasizing about, like, how I could change the infrastructure around here. I really like that the Mortimer Tunnel unlocks this back part. I really like this whole valley over here, and the path that I messed around with. It's just genuinely one of my favorite things that I have ever seen. And I am so, like, fucking happy that my incredible friend made it, and I'm so happy to be a part of it. So that is, yes, that is why I'm addicted to making things in Hivetown. That's why, by extension, Lucky really wants to be in Hivetown. It's also, I think, character-wise, he started thinking of Urban as a protector, and this is something that I was really, really working with and pushing towards the end there, which I think was hopefully fairly readable. Do I want to go down there? I'm not going to look. I've been trying not to look at too many Lucky things, because I don't want too many spoilers. By the way, the Honey Tower has been really developing. Yeah, I think it is sort of that anarchical craziness, but that mutual aid, like, supportive group, like, that is what Lucky needs. He needs aid that he can be sure will respect him as a person, as a rabbit, as, you know, as, like, an autonomous being who is fucked up and, like, has, like, these problems. I think that he genuinely deals with things like dissociation and psychosis and a lot of attachment problems, a lot of self-worth issues. I think that what he needs is something that is more centered around mutual aid, and there's a lot of space for him to run around still. Like, I think it's somewhat chaotic, but it does have a charming village vibe that would not give the same sensation as living in a house. Spawn is a unique thing. I have many thoughts on Spawn. I want to develop Spawn more. I want to see it grow and get crazier. Actually, there is Fish's house that spawned is a great example of what I want to see more of. But we'll look at that later. I have rambled for so fucking long. I am going to have a terrible time editing this, and this video is going to be super long because now what's happening is that I am going to cut into the Avie footage. So, to review, Avie, trial chamber android. Not always the best, but doing her best. A little overly confident in her own knowledge, but also maybe some social anxiety. Does not use her left hand at all, which is easy because I never remember to use my offhand for things, and is working on opening an urgent care center, and will be this server's practicing therapist and doctor. So let's see how that turns out. It's not starting from when Avie first appeared, but you know, here's a little bit of what she's been up to.
Hello?
Oh, hi.
Hi. Hi.
You did startle me a bit.
Sorry. Oh, I did not mean to do that. I'm excited to see this when I come back.
Oh, I don't know how fast I will finish it.
You've got like a week, maybe 2.
I have been sort of in a loop of, how do I phrase this? I leave for long periods of time, so I don't know when I will next be activated, so to speak.
That's alright. Well, I mean, still.
And I do plan for this to have a few stories to it.
Ooh! You say there might be a tower? Another tower?
No, I wouldn't dare.
Maybe?
No,
Maybe?
no.
Yeah, I wish you luck.
Thank you.
Yeah, I haven't seen you since I put the little sign down at the radio tower.
I did see that. Another project
I also
that
haven't been back,
I have
but
to work on.
it looked really great.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Alright, I have needed places, so I'm gonna be running around a little bit, packing my llamas, but
Okay.
it's good to see you.
Yes, feel free to check in.
Absolutely. See ya.
Wee. Oh, hi, Avie.
Oh, this
Ow.
is new.
Hello.
I don't like your trades, sir. They're shit.
I always
Trades are
are.
shit.
You know, I could
don't-
use the new leads.
I don't want to get in the way of your building, Avie, but if you'd like to, you can help me move. But there is 0 pressure.
Move?
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna be gone for like a week or 2.
Oh.
Because I'm gonna move to the
temporarily.
vigil. Yeah,
I see.
but it's up to you. I don't want to get in your way.
No, I can be interrupted.
Okay. Why are the llamas over there spitting?
I have no idea.
They're headed
This
this
looks
way.
really strange.
They're headed this way
This
too.
looks really strange. I wonder why they're spitting.
Yeah, I
no.
wonder.
Oh my,
Hi.
gee, whole server just to
Oh,
move.
server, baby.
Okay.
Everyone who's on.
Let's go,
There's so many
baby.
llamas.
Is this
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't
How you
bring
move?
a boat. I left
Yeah.
my ender chest. Oh, whatever.
I got
Oh,
it.
design, I
in
have-
the chest.
it's not
I got a
very
racket.
efficient.
Hold on.
But it's fun. Yes.
This is gonna take a while. Okay.
About
Oh,
halfway
I'm just
there,
adding weights to your
and,
back. Go ahead, Cedar.
and there is some water. There is some water, but there's no like oceans.
Okay,
So
that's fine.
That's good.
Chat. How do we want to mount this obstacle?
Well, if I had kept my
Hmm.
blocks, I could have just built a dirt bridge, but I didn't.
I've got scaffolding.
Wow.
Scaffolding
A
my-
Beautiful
block
bone
bridge?
block bridge. Yes.
The only blocks I have on me.
Damn it! No.
See,
I'm not
look,
doing that,
we're
no.
winning. Okay,
Go on now.
here we go.
Is there a beehive? There's bees.
Either they've flown really far from Hive Town, or there's gotta be a beehive.
I think Urban
It was
just
both, like-
naturally generates bees.
I might.
Who's taking up the rear? Russer is taking up the rear.
I like when Russer is in the back. I like Russer.
Oh, I think I've been to this village actually when I was like on my journey for fucking cats.
Yeah, because they're
Safe to say it has been looted of both loot and cats.
We went there
Yes,
together at
there's-
Sakori.
I don't. Was it to that one? I don't think it was that
The
one. But we had
Vigil
been to a
Village?
village. The Vigil Village.
Yes.
I think so. I think so. I mean, well, the one where we found the cat. Yeah, it was a village close to the Vigil, maybe if I'm not remembering right.
Oh
Uh,
man, I have not been here.
You're
Maybe
not
you're
using the
trying to think.
nether
Well,
for this.
no, it's
It
fine.
appears that's an aesthetic choice to not use the nether.
I think so.
Oh wait, hold
Four,
on.
five.
Confusing one. but-
Guy, 2 llamas have been abandoned.
No!
2 llamas have been abandoned. Oh,
Oh,
Bone Bridge.
shit.
big bridge. Wait. Bog dirt. 2.
Will they be okay?
Surely.
Fair.
There's
They-
more water
They
this
should
way.
be smart. Yeah, there we go. They're smart.
Surely.
They made it across, baby. Shit, there's more water.
I have more bone blocks.
Okay. I will wait this time for my friends.
Why are you doing scaffolding with bone blocks anyways?
It is the only
Have we
block I
tried-
have available.
Have you tried
could get
scaffolding
dirt.
with maybe, say, scaffolding?
We
Oh,
love
no.
literally all of them.
Come on, man!
Oh,
There's
They're
a
just-
lovely
They did
scaffolding
it!
bridge, and you're not
Apparently
even
they like the
using
bone
it.
bridge.
They like
Apparently they like the
bones
bone
way
bridge.
more.
They love my bones.
Ah.
I need another map. I've got enough for 5 more after this.
Here's hoping that's enough.
Yeah. Yeah, real. I want to make another one real soon, I think. And we'll see how many maps I need just for the Vigil area.
Here is the
Here's the
Vigil
village.
Yay!
Vigil Village.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
What's
what-
going on
uh-oh.
here?
Uh-oh.
Oh, did he get stuck? There you go. Had a traffic jam.
You can do it, creatures.
Oh, this is the
What did they get
left.
stuck on? I mean,
They got
I mean,
stuck
I
on a
assume-
stair. One of them got up on here, and there's like a stair in front of it.
Damn.
Please fix it. Who picked that up?
I mean,
What?
I put it back.
Why
I
would
didn't
you
put
leave it
back
like
where
that?
I found it.
Why? Why would you leave it like that?
Would you ever? I mean, it was right on top of here. Did
It
you
was
want me to
this
put it
one.
right back
What are you
there?
What
Wait,
is going on?
There's more
Oh, I
blocks
see.
missing.
It was
Oh,
the roof.
no.
It was on the
No.
roof. I didn't realize
It's okay. There we go. I fixed it.
No, 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 no!
that. Are you okay?
Where can I park?
I'm gonna be honest, I did kind of forget to plan for that, so
That's so fine.
Hold on.
But
There's
I
a
can-
nice. Well, there's a nice like little ravine-ish area over here that could be fine.
it is kind of like meant for a
But the
temporary
hell?
stay kind of thing, which
Yeah.
what is going on here?
A ritual.
Okay.
What did I-
Why are you doing
That
a
was for
ritual
messing
at-
up the house, Sakori.
Alright.
Alright.
You know what? No, that's fair. Sorry.
No, hang on.
Alright.
I apologize.
I apologize.
Sakori,
well,
Sakori.
I'm sorry.
Sakori.
Oh,
I have
yeah?
a present for you now.
Is it a leather punch? Oh. Oh, thank you.
Oh!
Thank you.
They really just need like a fence post and they will stay still.
Okay, I can go get you
I
a
don't-
pencil.
oh.
1 second.
Ah,
Oh, there we go.
Or if you have, okay.
Avie has
Alright.
2 blocks.
Queen of
Blocks and
llamas.
fence.
I happen to be accidentally very useful today.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking
Yeah,
for item frames. Why does Miscellaneous have a wandering trader head?
I have
No
no
calling me
idea.
Sakori.
Anyway, maybe I guess it's time for me to head out.
As you could probably tell from my like outfit. I don't typically wear armor here. Like obviously that's a personal preference
Mhm.
type of thing. But,
Oh wait. Speaking of outfit, hold on.
ooh,
Hold on.
ooh,
Let me change real quick. Let me change real quick.
ooh.
Alright, chat. Don't look. Don't look.
Alright,
Avie
alright, we
RP.
won't
Yes.
look, won't
Alright,
look,
alright,
won't
alright.
look.
I won't look. I won't look.
Irene too and Russer are sort of involved with each other.
Oh.
Oh.
Llama drama.
Ooh.
Maybe give them some privacy.
Seating area, which I love.
Yar?
Yara?
Oh.
Hello,
Oh my
hello.
god, you're...
Oh, I love it.
Adorable.
Oh my
I
god,
love
oh you
it.
got
I
little
even got
petals!
goggles.
Oh
I
my
got
God,
little
you
got
goggles.
petals. Oh, you got... Oh,
Oh.
my gosh!
Goggle buddies.
Oh,
That is so cute.
Oh, that's so cute.
I fit right in. No armor, just elytra and petals and drip and goggle. Goggles.
Goggles, yeah.
Okay, I gotta get a screenshot. I gotta
Yes.
get an F5
Wait,
screenshot.
where's a good selfie spot?
Wait, we
Do you
literally.
have the
Would be
tea
really
shop?
funny if you.
Oh,
if you,
actually.
Like, if you did it by your
I
tree.
could take your picture if you're like, if you guys did
Oh,
it over
my
here, I could
tree?
take
Do
your
it by your tree.
picture.
Do you want to
Wait,
see your tree?
can we? Let's do it by my tree.
Oh my god.
Just so like
I know where
can
my tree
know
is, but I
stuff.
don't know where your tree is.
It's been a while since I've been here.
Your tree, Urban.
Aren't you near
is-
Lucky?
Yes, actually.
Oh.
Yeah, you're right here.
Oh.
I'm not sure whose cat that is.
Oh, that's for him.
Okay. But yes,
Um,
this is your tree. This is 33 deaths, so.
Hi,
Hi.
you're a camera now.
Wait.
Camera.
Am I looking
Oh wait,
the right
I can
way?
pull out the
can't tell
camera.
'cause I'm
Wait,
also in F5.
hold on. Camera.
Yay.
Yay. Yay.
Yay.
So
Mhm.
this is what's gonna be basically the this is what's gonna be the whole tree, aside from like these roots growing out. Burned and dead, but its roots are still alive and it still feeds this grove, and it's like the cycle of what life and death mean and how entangled they are with each other. And like you can't really have one without the other. So the stump is actually kind of counts as my tree, in air quotes at least. Yeah. There's that, and then this chest is some of the supplies and stuff, and then these chests are the materials.
I might fill out the whole municipality one, but yeah, okay, that's the map. Thank you for coming to my show and tell.
Yippee! Okay, I gotta go.
See ya.
Bye!
Thanks for coming. Oh.
Oh, cool. So that's just there.
Not anymore.
I forget, it takes a second.
Okay, that does actually look really nice. Like, laid out across.
It goes perfectly around the window too.
Yeah.
I am
Here's that
just
back.
gonna take
Oh yeah, yes.
that looks
Yeah. Awesome. Okay, thank you everyone for helping me move.
You're welcome. We did so much.
Of course.
Absolutely.
It was
Avie
interesting.
definitely did. The building blocks, the MVP.
MVP.
Avie, that reminds me. I picked up some of them.
It's okay.
Alright.
They are not especially needed.
See ya.
See ya.
Thank you for stopping by.
Wee.
I am
flies
going
away.
to leave, but actually, I had a quick question.
Yeah?
You said that everybody has a tree?
Yeah.
Do I have a tree?
Well, it's complicated. With cases like yours and the thing that's happened with the monarchs, like sometimes people's deaths get crossed, I guess you could call it. it isn't. I'm trying to figure out how to explain this. It's like you specifically don't have a tree, unfortunately. Like I can't make it work out so that I know specifically whose deaths are whose, but
What do you mean?
your
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't understand.
Your death count, the number of times you've died on the server, the thing that the video tracks, I don't know why exactly, but I can't track yours.
Okay. But there is
yours
something
specifically, at least.
Including my death somewhere?
Yes. So yours is connected, I guess you could call it. I'm not really sure how it works. But yours is connected to another player, Lucky.
I see. I might have heard of... I did hear of him. I know it's for... This one? Where did it go? I am not great. Sorry. I am not good at navigation.
Yeah. This one is Lucky's, and like I can't exactly untangle those death counts. If you would like, I can put something for you here as well. Like just a signifier that this tree is a shared one.
No, it's all right. I'm happy to know.
All right.
I had been wondering.
Of course. But yeah.
This does answer some questions. Thank you.
Good. Of course. All right.
Thank you. It was nice to It's nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
See you, Avie.
Goodbye.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
I saw a name tag.
If I just...
Where did they go? Oh.
Oh.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
We have a survey if you're willing.
Sure. A survey?
A survey, yeah.
We're taking surveys.
Yes.
Yeah,
do you
my
need
survey outfit?
It is very fetching on you. Do you need me to write something in, or?
Oh, Ariel will be writing for you.
I'll be writing.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. I'll just ask some questions. It's not a lot.
Quite unexpected, but
13, I think.
Okay.
12.
Are you sure you need to ask me?
We're asking everybody.
Oh.
Well, everybody
okay.
we can.
Yeah, everyone can, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, just, none of these questions are targeted. They're very general. So if there's one that's like, oh, that's a stupid question, we're just asking everyone the same. So.
I would not say that.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. Question 1. What do you think of music discs, and do you have a favorite?
I don't know that I've ever held a music disc before, or listened to one.
Huh. Well, one.
Although I feel like my favorite would be, there's a name coming to me. I don't know. It starts with an M. Mellow High. Is that it?
Mellow High, that's the waltz. I know that one.
Okay.
Oh, I've never heard it before. I just know it.
Oh, it's a waltz.
Are you Team Slime or Team Honey? You can say neither if you don't know what that is.
I am not aware what that is. Can I ask what it is? Or
just a
or
little rivalry between the honey pirates and the slime casino.
the slime. Oh, the slime casino. Is that the one with a lot of copper and it's pointy? It has 2 points on
Yes.
top?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh. Who are the honey pirates?
Well, Hivetown is founded by the honey pirates.
By Urban?
Urban's the captain, and then I'm first mate. Aries part of the honey pirates.
Well,
I think Gray is, and I believe Felony is.
well,
Yeah.
Urban was my first friend here. I don't know if that is something to call her. Urban was nice to me here. But then also Milo, who I believe owns that place, donated a lot of resources to me. I did write them a letter, but I have not gotten a response. So I suppose neither.
Okay.
Okay.
They're both very lovely.
This may be a bit of a doozy, but what is your opinion of the economy?
There is an economy?
Multiple, apparently.
Of what sort? Just diamonds or
Yeah, most people trade in diamonds. Galley's got the egg economy going on. I don't know if anyone actually follows that though.
I don't
fascinating.
think
Some people may go with the more trade and barter route.
That is a very strange setup. To have
Yeah.
multiple people marching to the beat of their own drum, so to speak.
Yeah.
so. Yeah.
How is it in any way tenable? Or does it
I mean-
matter?
It's your opinion. Do you think it matters?
Ah. I do not know if it is particularly relevant to me, and moreover, I am not particularly relevant, so I do not deserve to have an opinion on that. That is your business.
I mean, I think everyone deserves their opinion, and that they're important. But yeah, it's okay. What do you think of Milo's latest business decision?
I do not know if I am aware.
I don't know if Avie was here before the business decision or not.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
I can't remember.
I don't know if she's read the book either. Milo decided to end all friendships except with Urban, I believe.
Oh,
and
yes, I
Pursue
sorry,
only
I
business.
did see this. I simply thought that was how it was.
No, that's a recent development.
Well, I did mention it in my letter.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I don't know what Milo's gonna say to that, but that's kind of how Milo's doing things right now. Only business offers. Yeah.
Yes, it was a business offer.
Okay. You'll probably hear back.
Okay.
To your knowledge, where does Blocky live?
I do not believe I know who that is.
Okay, that's fine. That's a perfectly valid answer. Do you like cake?
I do not need to eat to live.
I mean, I guess, yeah, but you don't need to, like... You could like how it looks, you could like how it smells, you could, just like the general concept of it,
Or you can just not care. That's
or you could
perfectly
just not
valid
care.
too.
You don't have to eat it to care about it or to like it.
I don't think I've ever had cake.
Well,
Oh.
there's free cake in the municipality district if you ever want to try it.
It's not free.
I
It's for a trade.
For trade, that's right, trade. Have you ever killed Monarch?
No, I do not think I've ever met Monarch. Why do I know who that is?
I'm not sure, but if you ever see Monarch, you might want to kill them. It's kind of a rite of passage around here. Everyone does. It's just...
Monarch is very killable to a lot of people. Not
Yeah.
in necessarily a malicious way.
Oh.
has that energy.
Mm.
Has the vibe. Yeah.
The voice feels complicated about it.
Okay. I mean, that's fine.
Okay.
You don't have to. Just, most people do. We've gotten mostly yeses to that question.
I see.
To your knowledge, who owns the Froglight shop?
Once again, I do not know if I have visited.
It's fine. It's fine.
Who does own the Froglight shop?
Urban and Milo currently, I believe.
Ah, wait. But they are rivals?
It's
Sort of.
it's a complicated situation between those two that I don't think I'm qualified to answer.
I see. Okay.
I don't think
They
even
have a
they're
lot of
qualified.
backstory. Yeah.
I don't think anyone's really qualified. Everyone has their opinions, but I don't think anyone could really say.
Sure.
Have you ever renamed a piece of paper?
No. What was
That's
the
fine.
point of that question?
Oh, no, nothing. It's just general questions. What is your overall opinion of felony?
I do not believe we have met. The voice
should
does
meet
not
Felony.
like them very much.
Felony's one of the honey pirates. It's kind of a hit or miss with Felony around here. Most people are mad at them. But I have no issues. To your knowledge, who owns Base Goods in Hivetown?
Base Goods is the shop over there, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Once again, I have not interacted with many people. I'm sure if I had been here longer or been talking longer, I would know. But I have somewhat purposefully been avoiding people around here.
Well, that's our shop, just letting you know.
Oh,
Yes.
lovely.
Be nice.
No, I guess they're just letting her know. I'm just saying, it's our shop. Most people haven't known that, so.
Well, I will
Yeah.
be sure to visit.
I mean,
Yeah,
if you
exactly.
want to.
If you want to, we have a lot of goods in there.
It seems like you want me to visit.
We want anyone to visit, but
I
yes, please
see.
visit.
There's one more, right?
One more, yeah. What's your favorite and least favorite color?
That is it? That's your last question?
Yeah. What's wrong with that question?
No, nothing. I
mean-
I apologize.
You're
It
good.
seemed somewhat like you were building to something. I
mean-
like cyan, and
Science? Okay.
I do not think I dislike any color.
Okay.
It is fun to walk around and see so many different colors. They're not like the chamber.
Yeah. Sure, yeah. I mean, that makes sense, yeah.
Do we... I don't know if we'll get a... Do we want to ask question 13? I don't think we'll get a direct answer.
Okay.
I-
Since
Well, I
you
mean-
said it.
Well, we don't have to. She already called us out on
What?
on a crappy on a crappy last answer.
Well, we could have left it at that.
I did not mean to shame you for that. This is your survey.
You're fine.
Alright.
We don't have to.
Well, now
We'll just-
now I was going to be curious.
It is okay.
All right, Avie, this is for your ears only.
Okay. What is your overall opinion of Lucky?
Of Lucky?
Yeah.
Of Lucky.
Yes.
If you don't have an answer, that's okay.
Of Lucky. I feel like I have met him, and I feel like I have not at all.
Okay.
And the
Okay.
Vigil Keeper... No. The Vigil Keeper told me that there was a similar problem with me as with the Monarch, and that I did not have a tree of my own, and that my tree was also Lucky's.
Okay.
So I feel like I have to know him, but I do not.
Okay. That's fair. That was our last question. No lies this time.
Mm.
It was a little bit.
Should
Okay. That was everything. Thank you for your time.
should I not like him?
No.
Oh
you can
no,
like
no,
it.
no, 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 no.
It's fine.
Is he not a good person to share that with? Or should I
No.
try to talk to him? I haven't.
Might be a little difficult to now. I don't know.
Here's the thing. Lucky, all good things to say about Lucky, I guess. I didn't know Lucky very well, but he's not around right now to talk to, is the issue.
So there's a void and then I filled it.
I wouldn't say that. There's like no. It's not like a replacement
There isn't really a good
situation.
way to put it.
It's like there's a void, but that hole can't be filled by someone else. Only
No, that is
hole.
not nearly what I meant. I meant just in
Yeah.
terms of the vigil, which is what has been confusing me.
Oh.
I don't know. That's
No, that is
Maybe?
not that is not your job. That is the vigil keepers.
I mean, you're sorry. I don't have the best opinions about the Vigil Keeper right now, so it's
Why
a
is that?
little- They kept things from us, and that ended up hurting us in the long run. Yeah.
Well, once again, I am not really important here, so it is not my business.
I mean, I think
I
they're
think
important.
everybody's important.
Yeah.
You two are very kind. I will be sure to visit base goods soon. I am sorry if my answers were not very helpful
No,
No,
they're good.
no,
in
it's fine.
whatever the goal of your survey is.
All I can think right now, though, is that the fact that you're based in the side where we don't have any freaking shutters. God.
You could just make some shutters.
I did, and then I started building that house instead, and then I used the shutters for that instead. I need to fix this. It's killing me.
Thank you so much for your time and your answers.
Of course, yes. It was nice to see you.
It's a struggle.
It was nice seeing you too.
It's nice seeing you, but now I'm stressed. Fix this.
Hello.
I can't see you if you stay here.
I don't use its pronouns.
I think
Oh.
they hear me.
What a lovely sunflower.
These stupid life forms.
Hang on now. You're more life form than me, I think. Hi. Interesting ensemble you have there. You have not been here
Wait.
before, but I don't know people.
There's something behind you. Teleportation device, go! I thought that one would work. I didn't
Okay.
have my normal ones. They're normally a bit more circle. I thought that one isn't that circle. I thought it was. I guess it needs to be circle. Hello.
I'm so mad. It's nice to meet you. Everyone here is so strange.
You're so mad? That's
Your username.
well. I'm Maddie. Nice to meet you.
I'm Avia. Or Avie. Are you new or have I just not met you?
Haven't met me.
Okay. Well, then I guess you know the area.
Oh,
You were
yeah.
just being silly. I see. Oh, many people there. I think I want to avoid them.
So that we are on the same page, because
Mhm.
I know this information, but maybe you do not yet have this information, and just so we are operating on under the same frameworks and within the same limitation, what is the local endonym for this region?
I believe it is usually called Hivetown. Not owned
Interesting.
by, founded by Urban. Oh, it grew!
What grew?
My crops.
Is this crop native to the region?
No, this is from the end. I do need some of those.
My apologies.
I think. You can always get more from keys anyway, I think.
And what is a keys?
What is a keys? Because you must know many things around the server, I think is worth reviewing. Yes? Because I am fairly new, so I enjoy refreshing my knowledge.
Perhaps I can educate you.
Ah, yes. Let's see. I have been building this because, well, you know Night, obviously. Well, Night I encountered one day with, no eye, and it was sort of a fresh wound, and looked like it was not being very properly taken care of. So I tried to offer some care instructions, but I thought there are a lot of medical issues, and it is worth having sort of, what would one call it, an apothecary and urgent care center. And increasingly it feels like I need to open this place faster than I am working on it. That is what this will turn into.
I see. Interesting, perhaps?
This is, in fact, a joint operation with Knight and Airy. It is a shop called Base Goods. And they sell things. What do they sell? They sell trans banners. And many wools. You do have to pay for those, I think.
What information does this symbol convey?
Oh. I think it shows if you are some sort of freak.
I do not wish to associate with those individuals. What information does this symbol convey?
This, I think it is something that Knight and Airy use for themselves.
Interesting. What information do these symbols convey?
Worth 1 egg at Cluckmart. I feel like I should know what Cluckmart is, but I...
What the information does it contain?
Mart. There is a municipality district with many more shops. Maybe there is stuff there.
Before we proceed, what information are these symbols conveying?
1 free stack of candles, redeem coupon with Urban.
Interesting. What information is this conveying?
Do you just have many coupons? 1 free stack of food, redeem coupon with keys. We should go shopping. You can use these.
Interesting. Are this convinced, perhaps?
Well, you of course know where the municipality district is, yes?
Yes, and which is why I think it will be more beneficial for you to route us there.
Okay.
So that you can gain more information as well as yourself.
Well, I have not been here that often.
Interesting.
I have long sort of periods of inactivity. I like to check around a little bit. There is the farmer's market. This is Keys.
I see. How do I activate?
Well, you might buy things with diamonds or eggs or ingots. I suppose whatever the coupon is used for, you can use that.
What information convey?
What do you... Oh. Can you not read? I mean, so, okay, 1 free stack of food, redeem coupon with keys. So any free stack of food you can take.
This is nutritional substance?
I think that was a payment. So I think you should maybe put that back.
Interesting.
Here. Can I do this transaction for you?
Suboptimal.
I know this is rude, but I'm doing it for you anyway. So here. And you put that in your body and it gives you fuel. But there's a way to make it more efficient. So you have potatoes.
I have plenty of plenty of nutritional objects.
They turn into this when you cook them.
Interesting.
That is froglights. That is not useful. What else is there? I guess there is not a Cluckmart around here. Why do I feel like I remember where...
Stand off. This is personal. This is personal.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
No, you're so mad. Wait. Easy, perhaps?
Sure. Anyway, I know where Cluckmart is. You have a coupon for that. I do not know how stocked it is. I don't think there are eggs here. What sort of shop is this?
I have located this object.
That is also food.
Worthwhile adventure, perhaps?
Interesting. Oh. What? What is happening? What? This is very...
Take this, perhaps?
Can we take a breath, or, Yes, I don't know why she started attacking you. And I also don't know where she has gone. Had you met her before?
Oh, I am on mute. No, I have not.
Okay. Well, you know, I think... Where can we talk? I think she is somewhat new. Or does not know quite what she's doing.
Violent,
Over here,
apparently.
perhaps?
I don't know
Over
if she
here,
can
perhaps?
read. Oh,
Over here.
Well,
Called vengeance, darling. Where are you?
okay.
Shh, perhaps?
Shh. Had you met her before, or is this something you do? Okay, I'm so sorry.
I see how it is.
Hello. Oh. Orpheus, I do not think she is entirely, stable.
Yeah, I can tell.
Okay. I think it might be best to leave this whole situation alone.
Run, perhaps. This way, perhaps. To which direction?
To what?
Hello?
Girl.
There is
Girl.
a creature just located on your behind. Me.
I'm not well prepared for combat.
Don't worry, my friends. I am. Let us commence.
Oh.
Let us commence, perhaps? Let me receive my...
I did not know that killing each other was something organic forms did.
And you think
for
my
fun?
life would be easier if I got a mouse?
Yes.
Maybe, perhaps. You fought a brave fight, warrior. Now let us commence.
I think we could leave them alone.
Stuff not fitting in my...
Let's go back to Hive Town. 1 free stack of candles. So, the communication that this conveys... No, that is not the right sentence. The offer that this conveys is for free candles. And
Interesting.
the Pirate Urban has a shop around here.
For what use do I have candles?
Well, as you can see, they add light to a room. They can help
Like an object, perhaps.
a stack, but they're sold in 32. I think it means 132. So here you are. And I do not know if Cluckmart is tended to, so here's your coupon back.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello? Oh, hi.
Oh. Hi.
Hello.
Is something happening? Or
No,
please
not really.
don't do
I
that
was just
again?
Oh, sorry. I don't know. I was hanging around. Like, Dragon was showing me around, like, like the new things it's built. There's a cool tree there. Yeah, and a fishing shack. So, and then I saw people here. So I wanted to say hi because
Yes.
yeah.
I do not think we have talked much. Felony, right?
Yes, yeah. We haven't talked that much, no.
Avie.
It's cool. I've heard of you though.
I think we've talked plenty, perhaps.
Yeah. I mean, not that long ago.
The cat people are strange.
What did you do to them?
To who? To who?
What the fuck?
What did I do?
What the fuck? Hey, maybe think about
What?
no more words, perhaps.
Felony, could you come here?
Okay.
You know, I just met Maddie, but I don't think she's doing very well. I sort of suspect a bit of mental instability, so if we could be a little tender with her.
Oh, okay. Yeah, of course. That's
Although,
good to know.
if she does try to kill you, I would probably guess it would be good to run, please.
That's okay. He doesn't seem to be that get up.
Yes, but that is sort of what I worry about.
Right, yeah, probably not good to instigate conflict right now. You're right.
Yes. Already 8. 8 is a low number, though. I do think that I'm right, she is now.
Did something happen with her and, like, fish or something?
They hadn't known each other. I asked Fish.
Huh.
I don't know. You organic forms are so strange to me. I just,
Right. Yeah, no, look, honestly, I know I'm one of those organic forms, but sometimes the people here really do confuse me as well.
Mm-hmm.
But, I love them nonetheless.
Yes. I have gotten a bit more comfortable here, but still, I do love you, nonetheless.
It's good to hear. I would like to see you around more. I've seen your builds around. They're very cool. Yeah,
Thank you.
Do you... Wait, one more question before I run some errands. Do you know, has Maddie set up a base anywhere yet?
I could ask, but I do not think so.
Okay.
She seems to be somewhat wandering.
Alright, yeah, that makes sense. It's usually like that.
Yes. I will be back.
Okay, see ya.
Maddie.
Huh?
Here, come here. You had placed these in my furnace earlier. These are yours, right?
We can say that. Thank you, my friend.
Yes, I am glad to be your friend. I was also thinking of having part of this place be a sort of a therapy. If you wish. I mean, if you have any ideas of who might benefit from such a structure.
In this region, which parts of the bodies typically undergo therapies?
Well, sort of the brain talking through your mouth and communicating ideas and healing your brain.
Interesting. Pseudoscience therapy, interesting.
Well, I think it is worth considering all approaches. I can work with the body too! Okay.
Where are you? Why can't I recall? Nowadays you're warm, but I won't cool you down. Repetition's fury and stone. She rests her head